You want to see my new fridge? It's pretty snazzy. Hey folks, Brad here. I've got another car camping tool for you. This is the VEVOR 16-quart car refrigerator. It's a pretty cool device. I've been sitting here messing around with it for a little while, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's a really nice piece of gear. It's small enough to fit behind the seat in most vehicles. I could put it in here in my trailer if I needed to, carry it to a picnic site if I needed to. I can run it with my portable battery bank or any kind of portable battery bank, really. It's on right now, plugged into the AC power. It took it less than 20 minutes to go from 75 degrees down to 32 degrees inside, so it cools down super quick. I have reviewed many of these things in the past, and I have some pretty high standards. So I'm going to see if this one from VEVOR matches or exceeds my expectations. Let's get it unboxed. Right. Battery bank charged, camp chairs deployed. Look at this little unit. 16 quarts, supposed to drop to freezing in like 15 minutes. It can run on my RV battery. It can run on my truck. It can run on wall power. And it's got an app. But do I really need another app? Apparently yes. Because now I can control this fridge from this chair like a lazy king without getting up. Finally, technology that understands camping. See what all the components we have are. A book, a wall outlet, a inverter, converter, and a 12-volt power supply for a cigarette lighter style. So let me download the app here. The app has 44,000 5-star reviews, so maybe it's okay. I gotta plug it up to power, so let me get my power cord moving here. And I'm also gonna put in my thermometer, and it currently shows 72 degrees. This is my refrigerator tester thermometer. So I'm installing it right now, and the refrigerator on the side here says 72 degrees as well. All right, my app is finished downloading. I'm gonna hit open. Skip all this, continue as a guest, add a device, car fridge was found. All right, that was easy. App is connected and it shows a Bluetooth here on the screen. It shows us in cool mode. It's in max cool at the moment. It is pulling 23 watts and I have the temperature set to -4. 22 watts, 23 watts. We'll see how quick it can just get to freezing, 32 degrees. And there's a lock function so the buttons don't work, which is nice. It's still pulling, okay, it's pulling 36 watts now. 72 degrees inside, 38 watts. I've got it set to 32 degrees, so we'll see how long it takes it to get there. See what the other functions are, Fahrenheit. That all pretty self-explanatory to me. So the rest of the manual talks about the app and how to connect it, and then it shows all the cool components. But I'm really interested in how fast this thing can drain my battery, because if it drains it as fast as Piper drains a bag of treats, we're going to have words. In this thing, you have room for a solid day's worth of cold stuff. No more ice melt swamp cooler disaster. App's open, temperature set. I'll control it from my throne right here. 20 minutes later, still not getting up. Hey, I want to show you that the cooler is already at 32 degrees. And I forgot to be paying attention when it hit 32 degrees, so I don't really know how long it took, but less than 20 minutes is what it took. And I will show you that this battery was at 95% when it started, and it's currently at 93%. So very, very easy on the battery. The temperature screen out here says 32, meaning that's what it's set to, but internally, my thermometer in here shows 15 degrees. Pretty impressive. Now, there's no things in the cooler. All right, folks, I'm pretty impressed with that because all I really want is ice cold beverages, happy hot dogs, not melted chocolate bars, and no puddles. This thing, I believe, actually works. This thing is a true 16-quart or 15-liter compressor fridge and freezer. The temperature range is all the way from -4 degrees all the way up to 68 degrees, and it'll actually freeze stuff or just chill your drinks. It cools fast. Ambient temperature down to 32 in 15 to 20 minutes, which I just proved. Power options are very flexible. You've got your 12 or 24 volt DC for your car, RV, or a portable battery bank like this one. It can do anywhere from 100 up to 240 volts AC on a wall outlet at your home or campsite, and it only draws up to 60 watts, which is pretty cool. You got eco mode for maximum battery life, and you got max mode when you need to cool it down quick, which is what I just used. 3 levels of battery protection so it won't kill your vehicle or power station. The controls, it has a full touch screen panel plus a Bluetooth app so you can monitor your internal temp and adjust from your phone, which is pretty great too. And there's even a USB port here so you can charge your phone while it runs it. Build wise, this thing is a tough, matte, durable shell. It's a good door seal, which is great. It can run stable at even a 45-degree tilt. It's less than 45 decibels, and it's at 21 pounds, but it's 22 by 13 by 11 inches, compact, easy enough to move, perfect for solo camping, fishing, 2 people, but not a family hauling size. In extreme heat or max mode, it pulls more power, so plan accordingly, and give these vents back here some airflow. The Bluetooth app range is about 30 feet, and it comes with a 12-month warranty. Overall, for the price, I think it's a very solid, no-nonsense performer that actually delivers. How we tend to use these things is pretty nice because I can put this in the back seat of the truck in the floorboard. I can plug it into the outlet back there in the back seat of my truck. I can plug it into my portable battery station, or I can plug it into a cigarette lighter. What do we keep in there? We keep road snacks. And this is really only true when we're not towing the trailer behind us, but sometimes when we're towing the trailer behind us. If I have recently filled up with gas and I don't need to stop for any reason, there's no need to pull over on the side of the road just to go inside the trailer to grab something, which is what we do quite a bit. We eat food in our own kitchen here and use our own bathroom anytime we're towing the rig, which is always nice. But in the chance that we're traveling without the rig or we're traveling in our van or things like that, it's nice, really nice to have one of these type of things in the car. Because we carry food and drinks and things like that, road snacks, and we are not stop at convenience stores or fast food restaurants kind of folks. We are stop at grocery store kinds of folks. So we will stop and grab, some good meat and cheeses or some already cooked meals from home that are in here. Things like that we don't need to really heat up, and a few drinks that we want to keep cool in here while we travel. And it's pretty nice because it fits right behind the seat, something like this does. We have gone through a number of these things in the past. We have used a number of these things in the past. I've done product reviews on many of these things in the past. All of the ones we've ever had are used, except for one in our van, we've given away to somebody else. Not because we didn't like it, but because we just like to test things out and see how they work. I have enjoyed this, sitting here, using it here, checking it out here. I do have some road trips coming up very soon that I plan to throw in the back and use it for that, but we'll see how that goes. All right, VEVOR, you passed my test. I appreciate the things you make. This thing's quiet, tough, app controlled, laziness approved. If you camp or fish or just hate warm drinks, stop messing around with ice. Links down in the bio. Go get yourself one, everybody.